Hey everyone, and welcome. We're taking a deep dive today into AI in education. And we're looking specifically at a recent event at Cornell Tech, hosted by the Consortium, Internationals, and NYC Outward Bound High School District.
CIOB.
CIOB, yeah, thanks for that. So they held what they called an AI design sprint. And it brought together nearly 100 educators, all eager to explore AI's potential.
It really is exciting to see this kind of initiative.
Hmm.
CIOB is taking a proactive approach to integrating AI into education. And I think what's really impressive is that they're not just focusing on the technology itself, they're building this whole ecosystem around it.
An ecosystem, that's an interesting way to put it. What do you mean by that?
Well, think of it this way. They're not just, throwing AI tools into classrooms and hoping for the best. They're thinking about professional development for teachers, engagement with parents, and even future hackathons for students to get involved.
Got it. So it's about creating a sustainable approach to AI integration, one that involves the whole school community. So this AI design sprint, what exactly happened there? Was it like a giant tech conference?
Not quite. It was more like a really focused workshop. Educators got to work with Playlab.ai. It makes it super easy to build and deploy AI-powered applications.
So it's very user-friendly,
Hmm.
especially for educators who might not have, a ton of tech
Yeah,
experience.
it is. And that was the whole point, to empower educators,
Right.
regardless of their technical background, to become creators, not just consumers of AI.
Did teachers actually build real tools during this design sprint?
They absolutely did.
Okay.
And that's what's so impressive. They weren't just learning about AI in theory, they were actually putting it into practice.
I'd love to hear about some of the tools they created.
Well, imagine a tool that can help new immigrant families navigate the complexities of the school system. Can translate documents, provide information about school resources, even connect families with others who speak their language.
Wow, that's incredible. That could make a huge difference in helping those families feel welcome and supported.
Exactly. And that's just one example. Another tool teachers created was a science lab designer. It uses AI to create customized virtual science labs.
So even if a school doesn't have a state-of-the-art lab, students can still get hands-on experience through these virtual labs.
Precisely. And the AI can personalize those experiences, tailoring experiments to the specific curriculum and learning objectives of each class.
That's a game changer for science education. It levels the playing field, giving all students access to high-quality learning experiences.
And it's not just about access to resources. AI can also help personalize instructions in ways that were never before possible. For example, one group of teachers developed a math app, uses AI to adapt to each student's individual learning pace and style.
So it's like having a personal math tutor for every student.
Exactly. The AI can identify areas where a student is struggling and provide targeted support, helping them master concepts at their own speed.
This is all sounding amazing. What about the role of the teacher in all of this?
That's a great question, and it's one that CIOB is very mindful of. They see AI as a tool to empower teachers, not replace them. These tools are designed to free up teachers' time so they can focus on what they do best, building relationships with students, fostering creativity, providing individualized support.
So it's about creating a more human-centered learning experience, even with the integration of AI.
Absolutely. It's about leveraging technology to enhance the human element of education, not to diminish it.
This CIOB design sprint has definitely sparked my curiosity, and we haven't even touched on the leadership driving this initiative. I know Superintendent Alan Chang is a big proponent of bringing AI into education, but who else is playing a key role?
Well, CIOB has partnered with Playlab.ai, the organization behind the platform that made all these incredible tools possible. Wyman Khuu and Ethan Castro, the leaders of Playlab.ai, have been instrumental in empowering educators to not just use AI, but to create with it. Their vision aligns perfectly with CIOB's goals.
It sounds like a perfect match. CIOB has the vision and the drive, and Playlab.ai has the tools and the expertise.
And that's what's so exciting about this initiative. They're not just talking about the future of education, they're actively building it.
This AI design sprint sounds like it was buzzing with energy and innovation. Did anything else from the event stand out to you? Any particularly memorable moments?
One thing that really impressed me was the sheer diversity of ideas. We saw everything from AI-powered tools for creating personalized learning materials to apps that streamline administrative tasks. One teacher even created an AI tool to automatically generate Regents exam practice worksheets.
Wow, that's impressive. So teachers weren't just limited to certain types of applications. They could really let their imaginations run wild.
Absolutely, and that's what's so powerful about this approach.
Yeah.
It's about tapping into the collective creativity of educators. and giving them the tools to bring their ideas to life.
It sounds like this event wasn't just about teaching teachers how to use AI, it was about empowering them to become innovators in their own right.
Exactly. And that's what makes this initiative so impactful. It's not just about implementing technology. It's about fostering a culture of innovation and empowering educators to shape the future of learning.
So we've talked about the tools, the collaborative spirit, and the incredible potential of this AI design sprint. What about the bigger picture? What's the significance of this event in the context of AI and education as a whole?
What's fascinating here is that CIOB is at the forefront of a nationwide movement. School districts across the country are grappling with how to integrate AI effectively, and CIOB is leading by example. They're showing that it's possible to bring AI into education in a way that's thoughtful, responsible, and truly transformative.
So they're not just setting a precedent for their own district, but potentially for the entire country.
Exactly. Their work has the potential to ripple outward, inspiring other districts to explore the possibilities of AI and to create their own ecosystems of innovation.
That's incredibly exciting. It sounds like CIOB is paving the way for a future where AI is seamlessly integrated into education, empowering both teachers and students. But where does this deep dive take us next? What else can our listeners look forward to learning about?
Well, we've talked a lot about the excitement and the potential of AI, but it's important to remember that this is still a relatively new frontier. There are still a lot of questions to be answered and challenges to be addressed.
So we're not just going to be celebrating the successes, we're going to be taking a critical look at the complexities of integrating AI into education as well.
Absolutely. In the next part of our deep dive, we'll delve into some of the practical considerations of implementing AI in schools. We'll explore how CIOB is addressing issues like data privacy, teacher training, and ensuring equitable access to AI-powered tools for all students.
Sounds like we're just getting started with this deep dive. I can't wait to explore those topics further. But before we move on, any final thoughts on the AI design sprint itself? Any key takeaways you want to leave our listeners with?
One thing that really stood out to me was the emphasis on collaboration. This wasn't just about individual teachers working in isolation. It was about educators coming together, sharing ideas, and learning from each other.
So it was a true community effort.
Absolutely. And that's what's going to be key to the successful integration of AI in education. It's going to take a village teachers, administrators, parents, and the wider community all working together.
Well said. I'm already feeling inspired by CIOB's approach and can't wait to hear more about their journey as we continue our deep dive. We'll be back after a short break to explore the practicalities of implementing AI in schools and the steps CIOB is taking to ensure a smooth and equitable transition. Stay tuned.